What's up, guys, and welcome back to Seafarer, the ship simulator. We have a brand new hot rod that we are going to be taking a look at today. Very excited to whip this thing. This is our brand new firefighting boat that we just unlocked. We hop inside here and take the captain's chair, and man, oh man, is she absolutely beautiful. So it's the Archer. We just bought this thing for around 15,000 in-game currency, and it's one of the fastest boats in the game. So we've got a max speed of 44 knots. It looks like our Rigid's at 28, Herbert's at 16. We've got 44 here, 15, 21, and 19. So this is the fastest boat in the game, which is going to be very nice for us. Looks like we use very little fuel, 1.44 liters an hour, 500 liter capacity. We've got different maintenance levels and things. Honestly, let's just go ahead and throw a level up on this thing. Why not? And we'll see if we can get her a little bit better. But very excited to check this thing out. Starting back here in the back, you guys can see we've got quad engines. Dude, my goodness, this thing is absolutely going to move. We've got a couple of life rings. We've got some storage containers. We've got like a little anchor system over here. Up front, of course, we've got our firefighting nozzles, which you go up to. You can just initiate it, move this thing around, increase the strength or decrease the strength to be able to fight some fires. You could technically have multiple people working on it. We should probably shut that off. I'm assuming we're just sucking up seawater out of the ballast or something. I'm not sure how that works. But then inside the cockpit here, we've got a bunch of seats. This thing is absolutely insane. We've got 4 seats, little map table, and then of course this is going to be the helm up front, and it's going to enable us to be able to do some firefighting missions. Speaking of which, I think if I could press the right button, we do have something right here. An emergency call just came in. A ship is on fire. There's no time to waste, man. The water pumps in full speed ahead. So we're going to go ahead and accept that. Okay, we're going to undock. We're going to throw this thing into full speed ahead. We are going to head off the dock here, and my goodness, we are springing into action. Very excited to see this thing at work, and it looks like it's going to be just outside of the bay here. Shouldn't be too far of a journey. I can actually see, I can definitely see some smoke happening out there. So we're going to see what we can do here. Hopefully we're going to be able to self-man this thing, obviously with 3 cannons. Could potentially have 3 people or more working on this thing, but it's just going to be a one-man show for right now. So this should be a lot of fun. Really looking forward to this. We've been saving up a lot. I've been grinding a lot off screen. I do have a little bit of bad news to share with you guys. We'll talk about that after this first mission. But for right now, we're looking all right. So here we go. Looks like the fires are going to be on the other side of the boat. We're going to slow down here. Let's see what we've got going on. Definitely need a little bit of speed to be able to turn around. Here we go. We need a full turn. Honestly, we could even, if we went full right and full reverse, that would get us the same effect here. Let's go ahead and flip this thing around. Perfect. There you go. Beautiful. We're going to give it some gas to get around here. Let's slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, and then we can. I think one of our best practices would be to activate the anchor. We should have put our blue lights on. We've got some blue lights, so we can have those on. Obviously those aren't needed right now, so we can go ahead and turn those off. Let's go ahead and drop anchor here. Are we close enough to the boat? I would say we're probably close enough, and let's see what we can do. You guys can see this is our anchor back in the back here. Hopefully we're not going to be moving too much. Hopefully we might need to be a little bit closer. We'll see. We're going to get on this thing. We're going to aim at it. We're going to increase that pressure. I would imagine we probably want to get a little bit. Oh, no, we could definitely reach that. Okay, there we go. Get in the fire. There was a little tutorial right when we first bought the boat. We can aim up and down. We can increase and decrease. It said that once you get the little icon there, you really want to stay on it, because if you don't stay on it well enough, you can have some issues where it starts to reignite. So you know what? I'm going to set that up right there. Let's keep that thing going, and then we can probably get this guy going on the same one as well. Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. It's down to a yellow. Down. We're getting it down to a white. Dude, this is... Oh, gosh. There's 3 fires over here. Okay. So technically, obviously, the ideal scenario would be us having multiple people fighting these fires all at once. Gotta worry about the waves coming in here, but we are getting this. I feel like we could have gotten a little bit closer. This one's in a good spot. Let's back this up. Adjust this one to try to get that over there. Looks like we've got a couple over here that we're currently working on. So each of these is kind of targeting a slightly different fire. If you don't get all the fires next to each other, they will end up reigniting. So you just got to make sure you fully take it all the way out. And it looks like there's a big fire just in the middle of everything. Kind of like their storage, whatever's happening in the center of the ship. It's deep in there. So it's definitely not easy to be able to get. We might want to get a little bit closer. First time fighting a fire, especially solo, we're going to be fine. So we're going to go ahead and lift the anchor a little bit. As soon as that lifts, we should be able to go forward. I'm going to try to put it front and center of the boat. And then we can re-drop the anchor here. Should be a little bit closer to be able to do a little bit more damage here. Here we go. Lower that spray. Aim a little bit lower. Get it up over the side of the ship. There we go. Now we're starting to put some work in. That thing's hitting it without me moving it. That's exactly what we want. Then with this one, we could do the same thing. Keep taking that out. Put the fires next to it. That's going to be perfect. Could even look at these over here. Oh boy, this is really looking bad. Okay. I love that we're bringing everything full circle here. This is like firefighting sim mixed with boat sim mixed with everything else. I'm going to be honest. This is freaking sick. You've got an unlimited water supply right here. You're just sucking it all up.
Even when things are quiet, you must always be alert.
I cannot get over how freaking cool this is. Obviously, you know, I mean, there's a lot more at stake here because something can sink, you can lose everything. There's a lot of souls on board, but at the same time, with, you know, an apartment building fire or something, it's equally as important. So, like, this might be my favorite kind of firefighting I've ever learned about. This is really sick. Imagine being out in the water all day, springing into action to go help somebody out whose boat caught on fire, having engine trouble or whatever else. It's kind of tough because you got to kind of aim up and down with the movement of the waves, the motion of the ocean here. We got all that. We've got two more over here. We can kill two birds with one stone. Beautiful. All right, that one's completely extinguished. Can we get this over here?
Don't be distracted by the view.
Don't worry about me. I'm not distracted by the view. Okay, so we cannot reach that. Should probably turn that off. That's getting this now. We just got to get this from all angles. That fire's being taken out. I think this is going a little bit too far. Increase it a little bit. We might have to hit it from the other side too. That one's officially out. Okay. Don't mind me. We're going to flip around this thing. Here we go. We're going to back it up a little bit. Let's back it up, 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 back it up. And then we can go forward, forward, forward. Over to the right. We're going to try to go to the other side of the ship. We'll see how this thing works. Just absolutely ripping water the entire time. But you know what? We've got an infinite supply. Mother Ocean is right here. About the best source of water you could ever ask for, so I'm not too worried about it. Go ahead and cut the power. Let's swing around the bow here. Give it a little bit of power. Cut it, throw it in reverse and to the right. Flip her around. Perfect. There we go. Pull forward a little bit. Nice and straight. Beautiful. Get close enough. Don't get too crazy. Slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, slow it down. Cut it off. Let's go ahead and go into the anchor button. Beautiful. Dude, I'm going to be honest. It's really hard to hit the anchor button when the thing is moving all over the place. But now we can have all three of these all working on the same fire here. Just get that on one. Get this one aiming at this. Bring it back a little bit. Perfect. At least get some of it. And then we can control this one up here. And this should be all she-wrote.
Fire successfully extinguished.
There it is, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And now, you know what? Every time you've got like a new ship or something, new cruise ship coming into port, they always have all the little Coast Guard boats and the firefighting boats that are all shooting their things all over the place, shooting their shot. We're gonna do that. Like I said, unlimited resource. We're just running the pumps, hoping for the best. Just keeping the pipes clean. Somebody smart once said, use it or lose it. So you better make sure you are pumping every day that you can. You know what I mean, fellas? That's what I'm talking about. Go ahead and give her the long pump. Long, high, as strong as she can take. Go ahead and retrieve that anchor, and we are gonna They really do this. This is like one of my favorite things to watch in any of the major cruise ports when they've got a new cruise ship, is these little boats will run around with their pumps just like making rainbows, and this is basically what they're doing. It's so funny seeing this actually at work here. We actually did a pretty good job there. I feel like our front one, hold on, let's slow this down a little bit. We can go some speed. This thing's actually really fast. Let's go ahead and fix that. Run, 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 run. Grab this. I feel like it was a little bit to the left, so we're gonna aim it a little bit right. Give her a little bit little bit more might. There you go. Just a majestic entrance back into port, and we officially saved the day, baby. That feels good. Now we're gonna go ahead and slow this thing down. Let's just cut it there. Beautiful. We just want to stay right here for right now. We don't need any movement. We're good to go. I do have a little bit of bad news for you guys. So this thing over here, our rigid, old trusty, really love her. It just crashed. Okay, that's along the lines of what's going on. All right, we're gonna try this again here. So we're gonna go to fleet. We're gonna go to our rigid. We're gonna try to shoot. If I swap to Herbert, that's fine. We could swap to Herbert. He's all good to go. And then I swap to rigid. Okay, it's just not gonna work. All right, so we can't even switch to it now, which, to be honest, I was gonna tell you guys that we couldn't drive it, so no harm, no foul here. So what basically, I did a side mission off screen with the rigid. I was like switching between boats. It was one of the like scope out missions where some boat wasn't supposed to be there, so you gotta go inspect it. And then when I switched back to this to untie from it and drive away, we've done one of these missions before, it wouldn't let me sit in the captain's seat, and I physically could not drive it anymore, and now I can't even switch to it. So hopefully that means the devs are working on it and it's going to be fixed eventually. But basically this boat does not exist anymore, which is why I purchased that Archer. It's also why I purchased the Bernard. So we used a tugboat in the very first tutorial mission, and now we actually own one. Very excited about this thing. Look at this. She is ours, so we can do firefighting missions. We can also do tugboat missions now, and this is such a cool cockpit. Just an absolute glass house up on top of this thing. Look at the absolute monstrosity that this boat is. So this is like our main winch. We've also got a front side winch, which I don't think we're going to be using as much in this game, and basically the rest of the boat is a shell built around an engine, which if we go inside, we will be able to see a little bit more of. Dude, this thing is absolutely insane. Let's go downstairs, see the power plant of this beast. This is what makes her her. We've got kind of like a little engineer's room. You can see some of the different panels and things, and then in here is going to be our engine room. And my goodness, dude, look at the size of this absolute unit. So yeah, we were talking about the tugboats in the first episode. These things are low and slow, tons of torque, tons of horsepower, can pull things that are 10 or more times their size, and I'm very excited to see what we can do with this. Do we have any current missions that we can take a look at? Tug operation. Ship is waiting outside of the port to finally be towed to its dock. Don't keep the captain waiting any longer. To be able to get $2,880 and 100 XP. Sounds good to me.
Ship to its designated location.
All right, off we go. Just gonna go nice and slow away from the dock so as not to rub too much. Beautiful, and it looks like that boat that we're going for is literally just right here in front of us, 0.3 nautical miles away. If we take a look at our fleet here, it looks like we've got a max speed of 15 knots, which is slower than our Herbert. It's slower than our container ship. Granted, we could upgrade it, but still, this thing is an absolute just slow, low monster that we just get to crawl towards the objective, move a bunch of water, move a bunch of weight, roll a lot of coal, and she serves a purpose that nobody else can. Don't ask me why, but this might be my favorite. Like, the other one's really cool, and it's nice because I do want to get to do some exploring. You guys saw in the last episode, we've got a really big world to explore, so obviously that firefighting boat with the top speed and stuff is going to be great to be able to explore and travel far distances, but something like this is just so freaking unique. I love it. And this looks like it's going to be a really easy job here. So let's go ahead and slow things down a little bit. You want to do everything slow at speed here. I'm going to try to put the front of our nose kind of somewhere in here, and we're going to see if we can just turn and grab this thing on the first try. Hopefully we're going to be able to get it done. I honestly don't really know a whole lot about this thing. I do know that to be able to turn right, we're going to want to slow down a little bit too, I think. Right thruster. Let's get this to 180. Get this thing stationary. Beautiful. This should slowly turn this guy. Perfect. And we might have overshot it a little bit, so what we're going to want to do is right as a pod to be a little bit back into the right. If we give it a little bit, we should back up. Perfect. Honestly, I've seen a little bit smoother, but we can add a little bit of right there. And we should... If we go full to the right, beautiful. We're gonna kind of touch the bow a little bit. I've done better, but honestly, it wasn't terrible. Oi, mate, here we go. Send that messenger line over. All right, appreciate it. There we go. Oh, almost missed that. That would have been bad. He just would have picked it back up and brought it back in and tried it again, but we're going to attach the messenger line to the end of our rope here. All of a sudden, we're going to be able to get the nice strong rope over on their ship, and then we're going to pass the tow line using the winch control, which is going to be up here. Let's go ahead and hit that winch control. We can watch that tow line going out to their cleats. They're going to attach that to their cleats, and now we have the big, solid, heavy, strong line that is not going to snap or anything. We've got to take this thing into port, which is literally going to be... Dude, you could have floated to where you were going. Thank you for calling me, though. I appreciate your business because we've been running a little bit low on cash. So this is going to be exactly what the doctor ordered. Like, are you kidding me? That's where you wanted to go? Dude, you could have stuck a paddle out there and gotten that thing done. You know what I mean? Here we go. We're going to pull you around. We're going to go a little bit wide. We're going to be okay. This is best case scenario, though. I will say I did do a tug mission off screen, grinding like an episode and a half ago, and it was a 2 nautical mile tow that literally took like 25 minutes. It was not fun. So this is about the best case scenario, and we're just gonna slowly bring her on around, get her into that little glowing section right there, and we should be good to go. This is just so insane how such a small boat with such a small footprint is just so big, so heavy, so torquey, giant propellers, and can just pull. I mean, granted, a big ship, like you could push a big boat around. You know, they're floating. They're meant to be able to cut through the water and stuff, so it takes less than you would think, but it's still really impressive that something this small can get it done. Gotta make sure we line this thing up correctly, gotta bring her around perfect. The one thing I will say is it's infuriating on these because it's not like you can really back up. Like, you gotta get it right the first time, otherwise you're doing a
Some islands look really small from our big ship.
long go around. So we're gonna bring this thing around, kind of cut it a little bit wide, like you're trying to make it in a small parking spot here. Check behind us. Still think we need to go a little bit left. It should straighten up back behind us. Here we go. Nice and slow. Beautiful. A little bit right. A little bit right. A lot more right. Straighten it out a bit. Is this gonna work? I think this might work. We might have overcompensated a little bit. Hold on. A little bit tight. Hold on. That actually might be good right there. Hold on. Go ahead and cut it. Is that good? A to dock. Clear the mooring area. I think we're good to go. Oh, that was clutch, dude. Way to act on intuition right there. Oh, hold on. Don't go backwards. Nope. Don't slam into it. Please, 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 please. Full speed ahead. Beautiful. We just saved that right there. Okay, we need to go a little bit right. Sometimes it's like, I wish I had physical buttons. The azipods are like the thrusters down on the bottom right. I think they're called azipods, honestly. I'm not sure. They just get in weird spots, and you kind of like like with the controller, when you're just pressing right and left, it's hard. Like, I wish I could like say right forward, left back, left forward, right back. We could make a lot quicker movements there. Would be really nice, but it's okay. Like, we're gonna have right side going back, left side going forward here, and it should flip us around really quickly. We're gonna take a hard right turn to be able to get ourselves set up for this maneuver that we're about to do. Bring her around town. Bring her around. And then we can pull up here. We can give her the beans. Kind of a pretty tough what's it called right there, but we're just gonna push her straight in. Go ahead and turn to the left a little bit, try to get her in there. Beautiful. All right, job well done. Little bit tough on the bump and grind there, Trev, but that's a job well done. So yeah, basically we're trying to level up. As we get to level 8, we need 305 XP. We're gonna be able to purchase the next Coast Guard ship, the Density, which I'm hoping we're gonna have enough money for. I have no clue what that thing is gonna cost, but basically we've got 4 out of the 6 ships unlocked. The other unfortunate news is I'm not exactly sure where the next main mission is. So before, it was kind of like a little pin drop thing, and I did send a message in. So the devs sent me early access to this game. Really appreciate them for that. I told them about the issue that I had with the rigid, and then this as well. So it says that a campaign marker should be kind of like a little pin like a Google map pin with a star. It does not exist. So we should be on mission number 3, and I've looked over and over and over. I'm gonna look here just in case I look stupid and you guys can tell me about that. But I've looked over and over and over, but there are no, like, there are little unmarked location stars. I don't think those are objectives though. It should, before it showed up as like an actual little like pin that was very clear that that's what they wanted. So I'm not really sure. I guess we could go try one of those. Let's give it a shot. We're gonna take the Archer. We're gonna swap into this thing. Release the lines. Here we go. Let's get after it. Ooh, that is one thing we didn't.
Everyone was holding on tight then.
We didn't really do before is we do have a horn button, which is kind of fun. So horn blows, does the driver. Anyway, we're out here and we've got this new fast travel mechanic. So let's go ahead and straighten this thing out. Beautiful. We're gonna plan our waypoints. We're gonna say a waypoint right here and a waypoint right here coming into this unknown location. I mean, this could potentially be what we're looking for, but we're gonna fast travel over there, which obviously is really nice. It's going to use a lot of our fuel. We're going to be out of fuel. This is not going to be good. Uh-oh. We got some XP for this. This is like a lost... This isn't a part of our objectives, is it? It's the ship graveyard. Okay. So yeah, that's not... I mean, maybe something like this over here will be something. I don't know. We need to start looking around and trying to find it. But like there's no third mission anywhere. And I know we had the pirates and we were working with the Coast Guard and whatever else, but there's no actual like guaranteed mission. So yeah, I don't know. It's you know, we're kind of in between a rock and a hard place, but what captain isn't, we're just gonna keep on digging and seeing what we can find. I will say I kind of want to go look. We need a new port with some new jobs, which I'm gonna go down to Static. We've been here before. This is where our last mission originated from. Maybe we can find something interesting down there. I don't know. It's not gonna let us fast travel down there because it's gonna take too much fuel, but we should be good if we just go on our own. I think we take a little bit less fuel, so we're gonna keep this thing at 75%. We're gonna be going 44 knots, and I'm gonna spend the next half hour of my life sailing down south. So I guess I'll see you guys when we get to Dansbergen. I don't believe it. Look at this dude coming in here under the silence of night, sneaking into the harbor. I did not think we were gonna make it, but it's looking like we might have lucked out a little bit. We were 100% on the fast travel. It uses a lot more fuel than you should. We're under 10% fuel. Let's see how much we have exactly. Looks like we've got 2% fuel, but we're gonna be coasting into the marina. I hope. I had increased our speed a little bit. It looks like we need to go a little bit right. Looks like we need to go between the red and the green right there, and we're just hoping to make it within the parameters of this harbor, because if we can refuel, and that has been a mission complete. Holy cow, dude, that was such a long journey. Brand new harbor of opportunity, brand new jobs. Hopefully we're gonna be able to get the control of our center console again soon. Maybe some more firefighting missions, who knows. Duty calls, we're gonna be there, baby, and it looks like we may have lucked out. Holy cow. Fuel reserves are exhausted. Further voyage not possible. Hold on a sec. We should have been going full speed because we could have coasted all the way in. I think we're gonna coast in. No joke. I'm pretty sure. Are we within the... Oh my goodness. We can add fuel, dude. We just ghost rode the whip in and we have a bunch of jobs available. Do we have anything? There's no... It's a practice course. Parking spot. Precise maneuvering of a ship. That sounds kind of fun. That's going to be pretty easy. $3,060, 130 XP from it. Patrol for $6,000 and 320 XP. Dude, I wish we could do that. We don't have a boat for it. We need $63,000 to be able to unlock the Destiny. Okay. We're in trouble, dude. Can I swap to this thing? Nope. Well, in that case, dock your ship in under 4 minutes to take less than 50% hull damage. Your boy is great at docking. Here we go, baby. We're just going to go full speed ahead. We're going to hope for the best, dude. I'm so upset about this.
Can you dock it without a scratch?
Oh, I can dock it, Adriana. You just let me know what you need. Let's try for it. Here we go. Full speed ahead. 0.3 nautical miles. Going to be up here on the right. We got a drawbridge. This is a new port. We haven't done a lot of maneuvering in. Very excited to see what comes of this and some of the jobs that we get, but very sad about our little center console rib boat. Definitely want to try to see if we can get him back, because I think we're gonna need it. I was thinking we were gonna be able to just buy the next Coast Guard boat and, you know, all would be fine. Bygones would be bygones. We had a little glitch. It's not a big deal, but I guess it's going to be a little bit harder to replace than I thought. $60,000 is a little bit ridiculous. So just going to have to keep grinding until then. I also want to find the next main mission. Shoot, we've got this massive lad coming in on the left. That's going to be our parking spot over there. Is it? Can we see on the map? I don't know where this guy thinks he's going. There's nowhere for him to go, is there? Isn't that like a cutoff right there? Is he going to be taking a left? And a bunch of traffic in here. This is kind of a fun... Oh, it's close. Hold on. Oh, it's the next one after that. Oh, this is going to be light work, dude. Are you kidding me? Let's get off the aft of this ship here. Oh, we've got another tugboat. We're not going to be able to cut it too close. We're fine. Probably want to start bleeding speed a little bit here. Got to remember, you're kind of on skates. Not going to be able to stop on a dime. Technically, you kind of can, but not really. Here we go. Bringing her in. A little bit more left. A little bit more left. Slow it down. Bring it back. We're probably going to want full 180 just to be able to back it up. Oh, we're just going to float right in there, dude. Are you kidding me? We can go back and a little bit left. Let her float in there. I mean, technically we can dock right now, but do we want to do this perfect? Let me give it a little bit more left and a little bit back. Give her a little oomph. There you go. Perfect.
Straightforward and precise.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, that was beautiful. Well, might as well end it how we started, baby. An emergency call just came in. We've got another firefighting job. Let's go see what we can get into. We're going to shoot off the dock here, bang a left really quickly. We got to get out to sea as quick as possible. Hold on now. Let me, we didn't use this before. We're going to go ahead and turn on those cherries and berries. Dude, it's beautiful. Oh, no anchor, no anchor. Nope. Oh, this is not good. Oh, gosh. Okay. It's a little bit okay, I need the mouse. Mouse is a little bit more accurate. There you go. Okay. We've got the cherries and berries on. We've got the anchor up. We're good to go, baby. Sorry about that, Mr. Cruise Ship. Just paused it in front of you. I think something that big with that much mass would have a hard time stopping. Did I really want a sim game? I think there is one. I was looking at it. It's not popular at all. It's like more among like ship sim enthusiasts. It's kind of a low-key, you know, super nerdy style game, but like I want to drive a cruise ship really, really bad. I want to see what that's about. You guys know we love our cruises. But all right, 1.1 nautical miles off to our starboard. We're going to see what we can see. Should be able to point them out really easily here at nighttime. We're going to be able to put out one more fire today. And hopefully we're going to be okay. I'm going to point this just off the point there. And I'm going to say let's get out there. Hopefully we don't run into the point. It's going to be kind of close. We're going to be fine though. Let's go ahead and get the water guns going just so we can approach it with water spraying. This is a solo mission, so I'm going to try to drown it in as much H2O as I possibly can. Just trying to absolutely fill her up, baby. Let's go get this done. I can see it. I can see the fire right there up on top of that thing. All right. Looks like we've got two major spots all the way up top. There's one in the crane, one in the very back of the ship there. We're going to be okay. We got this. Should be able to take care of these, no problem. They look like they're really small and localized, which is nice. All right, we're gonna bring this thing down. Put a little bit of reverse on there. We're gonna get close. We are nice and close right there. Let's go ahead and drop anchor. Beautiful. Oh boy, we are right on top of this thing. We might be a little bit too close, Trev. My goodness, here we go. We're gonna be fine. Aim this straight up. We're working on that. A little bit more perfect. That's our... Oh, we're going to take this out just with one. Dude, that could not have been any more perfect. I don't know if we're going to be able to get to this one over here. We might need to raise anchor. Oh, no, we can definitely hit that from here. Beautiful. There it is. Hold on. A little bit less intensity. There it is. Bro, we hit it with the center gun both times. Just instant out. We are officially...
Fire successfully extinguished.
A firefighting expert, baby. Let's go ahead and shut these off. We want to save water, even though, again, we're kind of working with an unlimited supply down underneath us here. So, feels good about that. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the firefighting ship here in Seafarer, the ship simulator. I am absolutely loving this game. We obviously have a couple more ships to unlock. We also have a campaign that I really want to continue with. I'm just not sure how to do that. I'm hoping we can figure it out. I'm going to keep grinding. I'm going to save up money. We're definitely going to be buying the new ships. We've got the Density as well as the Lancer. So this is like an upgraded Coast Guard ship. We actually saw this in the last episode. Then we've also got the Lancer, which is like an upgraded firefighting ship, which we have not seen yet. Most importantly, I really want to be able to get into the, if I could bring up the map, I want to get into the next main mission, and I just don't see it yet. So I've got a question out to the devs. Hope that they can figure that out. Hopefully we can figure out what happened with our rigid, our center console, and I'm going to see you guys in our next episode. Having a lot of fun with this. Thank you guys so much for watching. We got some fun stuff coming out soon. Battlefield 6 as well as NASCAR 25 this week. It's going to be really, really fun. So thank you guys. Catch you all later. Peace out.